Hello, I'm back, but I'm sorry for missing for so long. I've been trying to find a good tripod to film for you like this, so I hope this one is good because I found that my phone is really heavy, so it's difficult to find a good tripod that actually supports my phone, you know. But anyway, today I have the journals that I actually currently actively using. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 journals, and we'll go one by one. We'll go over them one by one. It's not going to be a flip through of each of them. It's not. It's just going to be briefly and how do I use it, like what is the difference between 4 of these. And yeah, if you want separate flip through of each of these, I can probably do this flip through because I think that this one is the most interesting. First and foremost, I have this one. This is actually a Hobonichi Weeks 2000. This is 2021. Yeah, this is this year's one, and this is actually the mega one. The mega one is thicker than the original Weeks version, and in this journal I don't actually I don't style or anything. It's just, even if sometimes you find colors, it's really just my color swatch, you know. Sometimes, because this I also paint with Hobonichi, so sometimes I want to see how the color looks like in a Hobonichi, in a Tomoe River paper, but I don't want to use this journal to actually color test. So actually I use this Hobonichi Weeks to just test my colors. And then yeah, because I sell crystals and I just list down my product here. I also used it for my day-to-day tasks and like anything that I need to do that day, but I do not follow the date. So this actually has date, like the month and the date, but I actually don't follow those because I only use this journal due to the size and the fact that, you know, I love Tomoe River paper so much. So I actually chose the Hobonichi Weeks, but I decided not to follow the date. That is also why I decided to just cover the year, because I plan to still use this also for next year, because as you can see, we still have a lot of pages that I still haven't used yet. So yeah, this is what I pretty much use my Hobonichi Weeks for. There's no fancy, nothing fancy. There are sometimes I put stickers and so on, but you know, it's nothing much. Oh, I also have this sticker folder from Happy Scrappy. This is actually at the size of Hobonichi Weeks, so it's just nice to just put it right here. I normally would put rubber band around here so that when I bring this around, put it in my bag, it's not gonna like spill everywhere, you know. So I just have like a few stickers here, you know, from Happy Scrappy as well. I will link her shop down below. I love her shop so much, and also her sticker quality is really nice. So, oh, you know what? And also it's because it's sized for Hobonichi as well. So a lot of time the width, you know, this is crazy. Like if you actually follow the date for Hobonichi, you can put these like Monday, Tuesday at here, you know, here. So it is the exact same size like that, but I don't use it that way because as you can see, I don't use the dates. So yeah, that's my work journal. Moving on to this one. This is actually just a sketchbook that I like just because I love the cotton so much. This is MD cotton, MD notebook cotton from Midori, and I have it in just a plastic cover because the size is really unusual. The size is called F0. It's not A6 or A5 or B6 or B5. It's actually F0. So I don't really have any cover for this journal, so I just put like a normal plastic to just make sure that I'm protecting the cover. I don't want the cover to be dirty. And I also decided to keep the sleeve because I like the simple illustration of this here, and it it has nothing in here. I only added this journal into my routine currently. It's just for sketching, just when I want a nice blank paper to sketch. So I was sketching BT21 here. I am obsessed with BT21 BTS. So I painted them using gouache. So this is so cute. And I was learning how to draw proper hand from a YouTube tutorial. And yeah, it's nothing much because I just got this only, and I love this paper because the paper is cotton, right? So it actually receives watercolor or gouache very well because of the texture, you know. I don't actually buy a watercolor or gouache sketchbook because I don't like the fact that the paper is so thick, and therefore the book only has like a few, like only 70 pages like that. So I like the book to have more pages because I feel like I can do more error, you know. So yeah, this is this book, nothing much yet. Maybe I will do an update next time when I already have more sketches in here, okay? So the third one is this. Okay, I don't even know how to say this. This is Hobonichi cover, but inside we have a Leuchtturm. Because I really wanted this cover, but I don't really use Hobonichi in A5. So I'm like, you know what, it's okay, let's just put it in my Leuchtturm. I bought this Leuchtturm last year, 2020, and I wanted it just to be my pandemic diary, you know, for just writing. So I told myself I need a bigger book because I normally use A6 to just paint and do many things, but this time I want to write. So I told myself, okay, I need a bigger book. So I bought this A5 one. It's a green color Leuchtturm. So inside, right, I just write like that. Like I will put very simple decoration. This is at first, okay? At first when I got this journal, this is what I do. This is basically my writing journal. I write more in here. I don't really illustrate because let me show you what happened when I try to illustrate in my Leuchtturm. Where is it? Oh, I actually stick a lot of other pictures and ephemeras as well, and then it slowly also becomes sometimes my to-do list, you know. I think there's no point stressing out, right, which journal to use when sometimes I really want to use A5 because A5 has very good size. And yeah, so if I draw in the Leuchtturm, I will draw with color pencil or pen like this because I feel that Leuchtturm doesn't take up watercolor or gouache well. If you can see here, I tried to draw in the Leuchtturm with gouache, but it didn't end up as well as I want it to be. So I thought, you know, let's just stick with drawing in Hobonichi or watercolor paper, but not in the Leuchtturm. I think it's good for us to have different journal sizes so that when we want to write a lot, we can just whip up our A5, and when we want to write a little bit, we can take up our smaller journal, so it's not very daunting, you know, like, oh, I have a huge space, I don't know what to write, I don't know what to illustrate. Yeah, and with that, we come in our last and, you know, not least journal, which is my A6 journal. This is my Hobonichi. This is year 2021, this year's one, and this is the undated version of the Hobonichi. So you don't have the date in here, it's just blank paper with just the quotes here like any of other Hobonichi. And I don't even use the calendar in here. I just put random photo of my children and random photo of me and my friends, and sometimes I would let Kiki draw in here if we are waiting for something to keep her occupied. So this journal is where I illustrate and write and create most of the time. So I love the Tomoe River paper so much. If you can hear the crinkly sound of the paper, I love it so much. Nowadays, I even try to make sure that my writing in here is actually readable for everybody else as well, because maybe someday I want to publish this journal as well, but we don't know yet. But yeah, I want to make sure that this is actually my life learning kind of journal and my illustrations, so that next time I can share it with you guys. And this is definitely not the ideal journal for every day. I do not paint in this journal every day. You know, I don't want to discourage people and make them think that I draw in this every day and this is how my journal look like even when I'm in bad mood, and this is what my journal look like. Not really, right? This is just, you know, when I'm in the mood of painting, I will paint in here and share my thoughts in here. So I'm also planning to do flip through of this journal in this channel as well. I'm just perfecting each of the painting that and also the entries that are still not done. For example, this one, see, this is not colored. This is not colored. And this is empty still. This is also still not colored. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'm so sorry once again for missing out for so long. If you have any idea for a video that I should make, let me know so I can make for you. And I love sharing so much about journaling and stationery, so I will see you all next week.